What is insomnia, or what insomnia is? We define insomnia here as an ongoing, perpetual, or self-perpetuating struggle that comes from a fear of not sleeping, or a fear of wakefulness, as opposed to sleep disturbances. Whenever I say this, what I just said, people are like, oh, but Daniel, that's not true. Sometimes insomnia can be because you have a medical problem, or because you're coming off a medication or something like that. Well, depends on how you define insomnia. If you use the kind of like mainstream definition of just like trouble falling or staying asleep for more than 3 times per week for 3 months or something like that, then you could have insomnia if you're working shift work. But that doesn't really go to the heart of it, right? That's not what people in our community experience when they say I have insomnia. No, those are when somebody works shift work, or they're having some choppy sleep because they came off a medication, or started a medication, or they have a medical problem, we call that sleep disruption. That's just disrupted sleep from an obvious source, or stress for that matter. If somebody's like stressed about something in life and they sleep little, we call that a sleep disturbance. Where somebody's very angry and they have choppy sleep, we call that a sleep disturbance. Insomnia is when we have a fear of not sleeping, and that fear is keeping us in a struggle with sleep. Now, with that said, when we add like an element of ambiguity and uncertainty to fear, then we get what we call anxiety, or at least what I think of as anxiety. Anxiety is a version of fear when something is unclear. We're not entirely sure what we're afraid of. We're not entirely sure what's going to happen. We're not sure what we're dealing with. There's an element of uncertainty. Then we have the version of fear that we call anxiety. And anxiety really is what underlies insomnia. Insomnia it's not clear what's going on. We have fear plus like uncertainty. So there's an anxiety around not sleeping at night that really drives insomnia.